You've seen them on posters, TV screens, and magazine covers. But can you still recognize these iconic celebrities now that decades have passed and time has done its work? We'll show you their recent photo first. You get 5 seconds to guess, then we reveal their youthful face. Once the shy intellect of WKRP in Cincinnati, Jan Smithers traded sound stages for sanctuaries. No longer under sitcom lights, she champions mindfulness, proving influence doesn't fade. It simply evolves in quieter ways. Like a Cold War cipher, Barbara Bain's legacy is layered. Once the enigmatic Cinnamon Carter in Mission Impossible, now a quiet force in theater, mentoring actors in the age of streaming's instant spotlight and vanishing attention spans. Uniform pressed, glare sharp, David Keith lit up an officer and a gentleman with rugged defiance. These days, he's behind the lens and on stage, exploring deeper roles in indie projects that prize truth over box office bravado. Like a mountain town sunrise, Janine Turner's light shifted from Maggie O'Connell's frontier charm to guiding others through wellness, writing, and grounded creativity beyond Hollywood's rush. Once America's favorite middle Brady, now a thoughtful entrepreneur and reality TV presence, Christopher Knight stepped out of Peter's shadow, building a legacy beyond the shag carpet era. From Fred Willard's surreal world in Fernwood Tonight to his velvet-toned reign on radio, Shadoe Stevens turned quirky charisma into decades of media influence, still shaping sound with ageless cool. Terry the Toad from American Graffiti once captured teen angst in a single glance. Today, Charles Martin Smith shapes stories from behind the camera, crafting films that whisper wisdom where youth once shouted rebellion. Like a rare myth unearthed from golden celluloid, Nancy Kovac, Nita in Jason and the Argonauts, left behind glamour for quiet purpose. Now her legacy flickers in retrospectives, reminding us how charisma can outlast time itself. Once the chaotic heart of holiday hilarity as Cousin Eddie, Randy Quaid's journey took darker turns. Though no longer center stage, his early work remains etched in comedy's den, a reminder of brilliance shaped by storm and struggle. Captain Dallas once led through alien darkness. Now Tom Skerritt navigates quieter realms, championing indie film and arts education, proving that leadership can outlive the screen. Before we continue these amazing celebrity transformations, here's a quick challenge for you. Can you subscribe to Then vs. Now Legends in the next 5 seconds? Smash that subscribe button and join us on this journey through time with your favorite stars. Once the glam magnet of Gilligan's Island, now a thoughtful artist and advocate, Tina Louise traded studio lights for the literary and human rights stage, evolving far beyond Ginger's glimmer. Like a gothic novel that never fades, John Astin's legacy is Gomez still thrills. At 95, he shaped generations not just through laughs, but by teaching the craft he lived for. White coat on, voice steady, Dr. Kelly Brackett on Emergency was Robert Fuller's domain. Now far from sirens and sets, he lives a quieter rhythm, honored by first responders who saw heroism in every measured line he delivered. Like a dream suspended in celluloid, Kim Novak's dual role in Vertigo haunts film history. Having stepped beyond the Hollywood maze, she channels her vision into painting, where silence holds the same power once found in her gaze. Maureen Robinson of Lost in Space helped raise a generation on sci-fi dreams. Nearly a century strong, June Lockhart remains a symbol of steadiness, her legacy orbiting in reruns and hearts shaped by her quiet strength. From the quick-witted Alex Rieger in Taxi to Emmy-winning gravitas in recent roles, Judd Hirsch never stepped away. He just deepened, trading sitcom rhythms for powerful dramatic resonance. As paramedic John Gage, Randolph Mantooth inspired real-life EMTs. Today, he uplifts first responders through advocacy, still saving lives, just without the sirens and studio lights. Once crooning the "Aid is enough" theme, Grant Gadiv now finds rhythm in voiceover work and travel shows, his charm intact, just retuned for a quieter kind of fame. Once the sharp-minded Sam Fujiyama on Quincy M.E., Robert Ito brought quiet brilliance to procedural drama. Now away from the limelight, his impact echoes in every Asian American actor who found doors unlocked by his precision and poise. Like a scene change in a well-timed sitcom, Priscilla Barnes transitioned from Three's Company's witty charm to dramatic depths and indie film grit. Her path proves that even laughter leaves echoes deep enough to anchor reinvention. Helmet in hand, steady at the ship's command post, Robert Pine's Sergeant Getreer radiated calm authority. Now a mentor and legacy builder, his presence endures, not just through reruns but through the rising star of his son, Chris Pine. Like a well-loved chorus from jukebox days, Anson Williams' legacy as Potsy still plays on. Now a director and entrepreneur, he shaped stories from behind the lens with the same heart he once brought to sitcom fame. He once welcomed the Sweathogs with wit and warmth. Now Gabe Kaplan thrives in the poker world, swapping punchlines for high stakes while staying sharp as ever beyond the classroom set. Angie Falco brought Brooklyn charm to primetime, and Donna Pesco kept that spark alive in directing and guest roles. Her voice may echo softer now, but it still carries cultural resonance. As astronaut David Bowman in 2001, A Space Odyssey, Keir Dullea became the face of cinematic transcendence. Now a quiet elder in the arts, he speaks at retrospectives, his voice still echoing like house call across generations. From the Color Purple's spirited squeak to bold indie roles, Rae Dawn Chong once lit screens with kinetic fire. Today she writes and directs, forging new creative lanes where complexity wins over nostalgia or easy casting. Like a timeless aria, Vanessa Redgrave's Guinevere in Camelot still rings with fragile defiance. Decades later, she remains a fierce presence, using her platform for human rights, where empathy becomes her most commanding role yet. Once the anarchic force behind Alex DeLarge, Malcolm McDowell now brings gravitas to indie film and voice work. No less daring, just channel through age, nuance, and relentless creative drive. She once shared a purple spotlight with Prince. Now Apollonia Kotero channels that mystique into mentoring young artists and producing, trading pop stardom for artistic stewardship. Like waves that reshape the shore, Gina Lee Nolan evolved beyond Baywatch's Neely Capshaw, now an advocate for thyroid health, using her platform to heal and empower far from the red sands. As Betty Anderson in Father Knows Best, Eleanor Donahue embodied post-war optimism. Now largely retired, she remains a gentle thread in TV's golden tapestry, honored not for staying visible, but for shaping what visibility meant. Eyes unblinking, voice like gravel, Bishop in Aliens made Lance Henriksen a sci-fi icon. Today, his roles are leaner but bolder, reflecting a lifetime of carving truth from genre, long before prestige TV embraced the outsiders. From Oscar-winning charm in Mighty Aphrodite to outspoken advocate off-screen, Mira Sorvino reshaped her narrative. No longer just a leading lady, she challenges Hollywood's power scripts. Her second act driven by justice, not applause. Revving into fame as Bobby Sixkiller in Renegade, Branscombe Richmond now rides the cultural highway, producing, performing, and championing native voices with the same power he once brought to the screen. From Laughlin's madcap genius to award-winning turns in modern classics, Lily Tomlin redefined comedy's edge, still performing, still daring, still proving that wit has no expiration. Like a jazz riff in a quiet room, Albert Brooks' dry brilliance still resonates. From Lost in America to voice roles and essays, he's never left, just shifted into subtler, sharper frames. Like a chiaroscuro portrait, Charlotte Rampling's career balances elegance and edge, from Anne Boleyn in Henry VIII to bold art house turns. Her legacy deepens in shadows, refusing to be softened for comfort or commercial ease. Once the ferocious Bill the Butcher in Gangs of New York, Daniel Day-Lewis now lives far from the lens in quiet craft. His silence is deliberate, each vanished role a choice, not retreat, in a world noisy with constant performance. In Dr. Detroit, Donna Dixon was the poised counterpart to wild comedy. Today, she's chosen a more private path, stepping beyond the screen while her early work still flickers with the charm of a time unafraid of stylish absurdity. Once the fierce force behind Full Metal Jacket's animal mother, Adam Baldwin now stays active in genre television, still commanding presence, now tuned to fandoms and digital frontiers. Like battle scars etched in celluloid, Tom Berenger's legacy in Platoon endures. These days, he lends depth to quieter roles, showing that grit can evolve into wisdom without losing weight. From pink jackets to powerhouse acting, Dinah Manoff lit up Grease as Marty, then conquered stage and screen. Now a playwright and teacher, she writes scenes instead of stealing them. Towering and silent, Non and Superman 2 made Jack O'Halloran unforgettable. Off-screen, he battled the industry and penned his story, his life a collision of comic book legend and real-world grit that still echoes beyond the Cape. Once racing through danger as Kim Bauer in 24, Alicia Cuthbert now thrives in genre-bending roles, steering clear of typecasting. In a shifting TV landscape, she's not just surviving it, she's subtly redefining how women lead within it. As Duncan MacLeod in Highlander, the series, Adrian Paul wielded both sword and soul. Today, he channels that spirit into charity and training, proving immortality may be fiction, but purpose, passed on, lives just as long. As Mai Lin in Rambo First Blood Part 2, Julia Nixon brought depth to an action epic. Today, she continues to act with intention, honoring heritage while shaping multidimensional roles in a changing industry. Like a trusted book worn at the edges, William Daniels' wisdom as Mr. Feeney still resonates. At 98, his voice on screen and off remains a touchstone for generations raised on moral clarity. From Castillo's Icy Cool in Miami Vice to Emmy-nominated gravitas in Battlestar Galactica, Edward James Olmos built bridges on screen, and now off through advocacy, education, and cultural activism. Once the gentle heart of On the Waterfront, now a quiet centenarian icon. Her luminous presence, woven into cinema's golden tapestry, lives on as a testament to resilience and undying artistic spirit. Like a phoenix of cinema, Lee Grant's turn in the heat of the night made waves, and decades later, she's channeled her fierce artistry into mentoring, sharing the fierce spark that made her a defining voice. From the zany world of Blazing Saddles to today's quieter stage, Mel Brooks has turned wit into legacy. In a world now streaming and swift, his irreverent genius still shapes comedic daring for fresh dreamers. In On Her Majesty's Secret Service, George Lazenby briefly embodied Bond's suave mystique. Decades later, he's recast himself as a storyteller and traveler, sharing tales of an era when legends first rose. Happy Days Marion Cunningham embodied the gentle heart of 70s sitcoms. Now, at 97, Marion Ross quietly uplifts younger performers, her legacy echoing in laughter and sitcom warmth that endures. As Melanie Daniels in The Birds, Tippi Hedren's icy poise defined a Hitchcock era. Today, she's championing wildlife rescue, her cinematic elegance now channeled into fierce activism and personal renewal. Manny Ribera's sharp wit in Scarface still echoes in pop culture. Now, Stephen Bauer explores new roles and mentors rising talent, showing that the fire of ambition can evolve into the art of guidance. Then Versus Now Legends is feeling a bit lonely. 99% of you haven't subscribed yet. Show us some love and hit that subscribe button so we can keep bringing you the jaw-dropping journeys of your favorite stars. And if you're as fascinated by then and now glow-ups as we are, check out our previous videos. Trust us, they're totally worth your time and ours too.